his story in the making. Like, damn, dude, I don't. She talking about her dick and shit, and I'm like, come on, dude, I can't deal with that. Yeah.
Repeat that?
She said, there was a line in there where she said, give her the ding dong. I'm like, bitch, you got a dick now, huh? She gonna give her
so that's my thing about the dykes.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. They really sit there. I've had a dyke tell me, nigga, my dick is bigger than yours. And it's like, are you fucking serious?
So do they wear them around all the time?
Yeah.
That's why
some of them do.
I can't use it.
What they wear, a strap on?
Yeah.
Ego shit.
Yeah.
Just bleep it out. Just bleep it out.
No, that's too much.
No, bleep it out. Keep this one.
Yeah. I hate that shit, man.
Ego shit.
What do we say that's wrong? I just asked if
They walk around with that shit and grab it.
They shit on. That's not inappropriate.
All right, so, wait, so
she all, bro, Youngin may been
masculine.
Butch. Can we say butch?
It's not like we said.
Come on, my nigga. Why do you do that to fucking?
I just had to throw
You have to bleep that out too.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Marvin
Making Marvin's job hard.
So just say butch. They like butch. Butch is
a
cool.
masculine lesbian.
Right.
Walks around with a strap on them.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes.
Beastie ones.
You said beastie ones?
Nah. There was.
Beastie. Oh
No, they do. They do.
That's nice.
Yes.
You can't even feel nothing.
No.
It's an ego thing.
It's an ego thing. It's like they really a dude, so they
If
literally.
you grab your dick, you don't feel nothing.
Hey, I saw this.
It's only hers because she bought it.
I saw this meme.
It's only hers because she bought it.
I saw this meme on Twitter that said every dyke always want to be an ignorant ass rude motherfucker. I never seen a dyke who want to be a gentleman.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a masculine lesbian not be like
ignorant and just be disrespectful.
like be hard and shit.
Like just be chill. There's gentlemen out here like
I had the ice cream truck event. My homegirl from college, she got a girlfriend. My homegirl from college, she got a girlfriend. So she's like, girl, her.
What's the right? You can't say. Offended
They
by
call
that.
them femmes.
They got rid of
She's a
They have, but
my
they
bad.
have so many different designations. I
My
can't.
bad. No, I didn't even.
Oh
I
my
crazy.
God.
I said, so she's a feminine lesbian. A femme.
Okay.
Her male, her
Like-
masculine. She came with her.
Mm-hmm.
So the homegirl walked up to me. She gave me a hug. The other girl tried to give me a hug. I gave her a take her hand.
What up, homie? Dab him up.
She had
What
the
up,
same
homie?
fit on as me, damn near. She had, but I had Dickies and a tee. She had jeans and a polo, and some fresher whites than me. So I'm like, man, I don't hug these niggas in here. I'll shake their hand.
I think that was true.
You a nigga in here tonight.
Right. And I was like, you can't. And she was looking at me crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck she looking at me crazy for?
Young May been talking about sticking it in bitches' throats. So
Yeah, she been talking about her.
Charlamagne was on the Breakfast Club asking her like,
But that don't make no sense.
all the time.
That nigga said,
So how you be
too.
fucking them? Tell like y'all be censored.
And what
you
she
be using
say?
the thing. She like you can listen to my music. Like bitch, what?
You can listen to my music.
They don't never want to say.
I ain't gonna lie, Young May fun me.
What?
Ain't she attractive? Like, cause she look like a nigga. Like, so it's not.
It was one video
It's
I
not
was like,
appropriate.
Nigga Kodak said, nigga, it's the coochie.
Yeah, that nigga Kodak is nasty.
Yo.
He tearing that up. Nigga, he tearing the coochie up. Damn,
But to me, she look like a nigga, so I don't feel like I'm gay for saying that. I just think she look fire.
Yeah, it's just your opinion. It's cool. I mean, most girls do say girls look cute all the time.
But her, she just is like some. I don't even know another. Like I don't even, like the brat. Nah, she don't get off like that. Like
the brat in the video of Tyrese.
I don't think I've seen that.
What do
you like?
I don't remember that.
I'll show it to you.
She was femme.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
But Young and May carry her.
She went through. Her sister is Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
Yeah.
So it's like
She went through her little phase where she.
That's my one. Forever.
For real?
Lisa Ray? Oh my God, Lisa Ray's on fire. Bro.
I took her car to prom. That Rose Royce I was in. I took her car.
Yeah, she's diamond. Shit.
She was firing that movie.
Thank you.
When her niggas started fucking her
Hey, have
cousin,
we-
I was like, damn.
did we
gotta
even
kill
say-
that bitch?
Okay, have we even started yet?
Are
How we
using
get on?
this?
How we start talking about?
We talking about Young and May because she was
Yeah,
talking
we-
about.
yeah,
Remember
we-
this nigga?
Hell yeah, we using this shit.
Cause he said that Young M.A was talking about how like she be.
Y'all had a
fucking
whole
shit up bitches.
conversation.
That was, I
Oh,
mean,
so-
hey.
Okay, so this was supposed to be fire and fail. So
Okay.
did anybody listen to that shit? Cause I listened to it and I
I
was
tried to
depressed.
listen to some of it and it was just too. It wasn't catching my mood. I've been
Twitter
in a good
said it was
mood today.
trash.
It was what?
Justin,
He said straight. That nigga said rap. Stop. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Oh my. That's crazy. That's.
Hey, you better chill.
So okay, Young M.A, what you think? Fire and fail? It was a
Fail.
fail for you?
Fail.
Twitter said it was a fail, so I guess
Maybe
it
one
was
of
a
two.
fail.
I gotta say it was a fail for me just because I really didn't enjoy the music like that.
Oh yeah. She was looking fine. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she was looking fire in this video. Come on now.
So what about the baby Kirk? Oh, hold on. Before we get started, I would like to
Oh.
retract my last week's fail. The intro is a great song, the baby, and I feel bad for putting you in a box.
She definitely put him in the
I
box.
did.
We'll let that man rise up.
It was
to the
nice.
occasion.
Honest, when I sat and listened, I was like, oh, this nigga getting off. Like, he rapping some real shit about, like, his dad and, you know, him just kind of, like, last year, nigga said he couldn't even afford to eat a meal. Like, now nigga got diamonds in his mouth. Like, I'm like, you know what, can't be mad at it.
So I listened to it in the gym today. Intro was hard. Hold on, let me pull up the track list because I'll probably.
That nigga, I mean, just, all you know, all his music sound like, nothing wrong with that. All that shit is fired on there, too.
But yeah, I mean, what happened to the days where artists had their own sound though? Like I feel like bro has his own sound.
Everybody sound like everybody, that's what it is.
Right, but I don't think like he sound like nobody though.
For sure.
So I think
He sound like Meg Thee Stallion. They got the same flow.
Who?
So
Meg
you
Thee
saying
Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion got a deep voice.
Yeah.
So that's Meg Thee Stallion fault, not his fault.
I'm talking about their flow. That's why they get along so well on beats. Like when they rap together, it sounded like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
I'm on that
They
cash shit.
aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They
Where's he
aggressive.
from?
North
Charlotte.
Carolina.
Nigga from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm giving it a fire. I just skimmed through it before we started filming this. It was, I mean, all like I said, all his shit sound the same, but it do be fired. Like this nigga do be getting on.
I did my whole workout to it this morning for real.
Yeah, see, it's that kind of
That
upbeat
shit was
music where you
exactly-
listen to it in the gym, or you riding around the whip. Yeah, like you like it
I
fresh.
was rolling.
Yeah,
Just simple, yeah.
That's it.
I got a fire.
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 You have any tracks that you like on there? Yeah.
Nah, I didn't actually slow it down enough to actually
Okay.
look at
Dissect.
track listing and dissect it, but it's a solid body of work. He grew. I mean, he's growing on me. Like at first, I didn't care for him, but I think actually after intro, he kind of grew on me. Just the fact that he was able to be introspective, actually able to put other things like versatile. And so I think after that kind of, had I probably listened to this project before that, I might not have given it a fire. But after that, yeah.
Hear you. So you said you didn't listen to the Kevin Gates shit, right?
No, I don't. Kevin Gates is too ignorant for me to support him in
Damn.
capacity.
That's a fail?
Immediately.
It's an immediate fail.
Damn.
That nigga's so ignorant, bro.
I unfortunately kind of feel like her. I tried to, but I just can't get over the fact that I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, it's hard. I think as artists, like for artists when their day to day overpowers their music. Like I can't tell you one G Herbo song, but I see that nigga on the blogs all the time.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that.
But right, like your social media presence is bigger than your craft, and I feel like as an artist who you want to sustain, it should never be that way.
Why you
And
think
that's how I
it's-
feel about Kevin Gates. I feel like he's done a lot of bullshit. He's had a lot of ridiculous
But I feel like that-
interviews.
I
He's
feel
been
like
very
that's-
disrespectful.
I feel like that's predicated off what part of the world you're in.
I can
Because-
agree because niggas in New Orleans
Because when
love
I
him.
go to Chicago, niggas think that about YG. Like I see YG in the news about beefing with 6ix9ine
YG
and
is
shit.
never in the news.
When the 6ix9ine shit was happening, shit, I happened to go to Chicago. So like they were saying, all we see is more so the outside shit and just maybe the music video here and there, or you could say what other? They said the game. They said the game.
I can agree with
So they
that.
say-
Because I can't tell you one game album in the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, you know, I don't even. Think,
Like I know he puts out music, but at the same time, a lot of his day to day overshadows his actual craft, and that's fucked up because the game is a great artist.
that's what I'm saying.
But
But
that's
that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing for you go to Chicago or you go to the Midwest or anybody in the
But
Midwest.
I'm from
to the
LA and I
East.
feel the same way about the game, so I can understand why someone feels that way anywhere else.
I don't know. I just think you're a harsh critic, though, for real.
No, I really don't know one G Herbo song. Like, I loved when him and R were together and they were cute when they broke up. Oh, this nigga with Emily.
Right.
Like,
but you're not a person that would even listen to that type of music, though.
But even when I be in the car with niggas, when I be in the car with you, when I be in the car with my boyfriend, around my brother, I never hear nobody playing his music. I've never heard one. I think the only song I've heard from him was, and this not even a song, he was on Fun Flex. Doing his little, that little shit, nigga bopping like that on freestyle.
Fun Flex, but that was a freestyle.
Yeah, like doing a little bop shit.
I mean, you still ain't seen like 75% of black movies.
That has nothing to do with my music.
It does.
It does.
It does. It has a lot to do with it.
You agree with me? You don't like Kevin Gacy? That
It has a
nigga
lot
too
to do with
ignorant.
Yeah, but I agree with him on that.
If you haven't seen 75% of black movies, then I don't expect you to broaden your
That
horizon
has
of black
nothing to
music.
do with how I
Have you ever
and how I can
looked up,
type in G Herbo and listen to his song. I have never had the urge to because nigga, I see you with bitches more than I see you doing music shit.
Doesn't matter.
I see more
Matter.
fuckery and ignorance and disrespect from Kevin Gates for me to ever sit down and consume any of his music and give him any of my streaming
And that's
dollars.
why it's based off perspective, because if you have family out there, but if you actually lived out in New Orleans and understood how to them that shit is regular, saying bitch every 5 words in
That's
New
not
Orleans,
it. That's not.
that's regular.
It's not
You
even
feel
that
me?
big.
I'm just saying the ignorance in some places is tolerated different.
But the loophole in what you're saying is the shit with the game. Because how you saying how niggas may feel like that in Chicago or
Right,
everywhere
but you
else,
saying
I
you
agree
can't.
that
You
with
just
him
saying you
either.
couldn't name an album that Game released in the last
3 years.
You're crazy. The documentary 1 and I mean the documentary 2 and 2.0 were 2 amazing albums, and all the LA knows that. And look, he's shaking his head. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's directly correlated to you're not going out your way to do that. You're gonna go
because
with,
I see more the marketing I see from the game. From Jayceon, it's bullshit.
Right, but that's
I see you getting lawsuits. I see bitches are suing you for 11 mil.
But
I see you possibly have a daughter overseas with a bitch who's 15 or 16.
So you see that.
I see that.
Me
I
and
don't
Fresh
see the
haven't
music.
seen that. We see the music.
But I used to follow the nigga, and I never I don't see you shit around the city.
Males are not into the gossip shit. So
It's not even-
so when you naming that the nigga may have a baby overseas, I would never know that. I don't follow the shade room, none of that. So I'm never gonna see that. I'm never gonna see any of that. All I'm gonna see is the nigga's about to drop a new album. I'll see promotion for it. Boom, I'm gonna tap in.
It's hard for me to dive into people when I feel like their public figure is bigger than their craft. That's where a lot of people fuck up.
That means that 90% of the artists you don't need to listen to, period.
That's not necessarily true. You can say that about
Majority of every artist.
like Offset. I still tune in and listen to that nigga's album. It didn't really fit for me, but there's a lot of attention around him based on the bullshit. He kept cheating on his
with
wife.
Cardi B.
More, that don't mean I don't fuck with her, nigga.
That's what makes him more relevant in your eyes. You see Offset more often because you fuck with Cardi B.
Okay,
So it's
name
more
me another
relevant in your
artist.
mind.
Name me another artist that you feel like they have a really big social presence, and they also actively still make music.
Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, I've never been into his music.
Right,
Wow.
bro.
But I like him personally though.
Right,
And it's
but
like you
that's-
would
but
think
I-
I would want to tune into him, but his music I've tried, it's just not for me.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. To other people, like to niggas will tap into. It's people that just tap into Schoolboy Q Instagram story. You see this nigga and just laugh
Be
at
funny,
the nigga all
right.
day. And then you have the people who
Or
have
diehard
never
fans,
seen this shit.
yeah.
Have never. It's news to niggas like, oh damn, let me go tap into this nigga Instagram because they also consumed in the nigga music and they think a nigga that gang banging from Hoover and talk all this shit can't be on Instagram with his daughter and fucking with little dogs and shit like that all day.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Golf.
Right.
Golf, right, for
Golfing
sure, for sure.
and shit.
That
So,
nigga's
like,
hilarious.
I mean, yeah.
But see, he has it in a good way where it's like you.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
I think
positive
it's
thing.
different. It's a positive.
I don't know
it's a positive
what
social
other
thing.
artists be on the internet like that. I mean,
Trey Songz.
Trippie Redd?
I don't never listen to that nigga.
You never listen to who? Trippie
Trippie
Redd?
Redd.
Oh yeah, no.
That's out there for me.
That nigga's terrible.
That
The
nigga-
crazy thing is he's supposed to be on God's plan. That nigga really fucked it and never sent the verse. Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
getting money though.
I feel like Trey.
Who you think fresh? Anybody in the nose? Anybody that's constantly in the nose? Who always on the
Who's always on the blogs? I'm
Black
trying to think.
youngster?
And you know what? I will say I do like his music. But that's also someone in the blogs for good shit. That nigga is funny and ignorant and just.
But he's ignorant as fuck. That nigga
But
said-
ignorant, not in a negative way. He just be doing little ghetto hood nigga shit, and it's funny. Like, it's different when I've seen multiple interviews of Kevin Gates being disrespectful to women and like Nick, what are you doing?
So what is
and him just saying little shit that just like, bro, okay, his logic, his ideologies to me are just off. That nigga's a weirdo.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's different when you being stupid and you just, being black youngster, being silly. But when you act like, I feel like your ideologies and your mindset is just on some weird shit. Yeah. I'm never gonna tap into your music.
Yeah, but that's what I said. It's just based off perspective. Like,
I seen it. I've watched it.
I've been in. You said what?
No, it's a mess of black kids.
I mean, from a perspective of me, I've been able to live in 2 different places with 2 totally different cultures other than LA and be around a bunch of niggas every single day from all over the world. So I just been able to see like, okay, this how these people act. This how these people act. My mom from Florida, like when we was talking about the Antonio Brown shit, when he called the nigga a cracker, like if I'm in Florida and I hear a black man say cracker, that's like me saying what up, my nigga. So it's like it's regular to me. But somebody who's never ever been to the South and is never engaged with the older black person in the South, they're going to be like, oh my God, he's racist. He called him a cracker. But it's like, that's just regular lingo. You feel me? Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's just all based off perspective. And I think that at first, when I was living in Seattle and LA, I didn't listen to Kevin Gates like that. But when I moved to Illinois and I went to St. Louis and I seen a nigga in concert in St. Louis, I was like, oh, people react to that shit, ignorant shit different. You feel me? Like niggas in East St. Louis and niggas in Chicago and Detroit, they react to the ignorant shit like that power them up. Opposed to women out here, most women I know out here don't listen to Kevin Gates. They be like,
that nigga has kicked a woman who touched him. Like, nigga, how are you knee deep in the fucking crowd? A bitch touched your leg and you kick the shit out of her. Like, he just has done multiple shit and it's like, all right, my nigga,
I ain't never said the word cap, but that's a little cappy. What? Yeah, that's cap, nigga. That's cap.
You said you ain't never said the word.
I ain't never used that word before. Cap? But that's cap for sure.
He was standing in front and the bitch grabbed his leg.
She grabbed his whole dick like 4 times. And
no, this was another situation.
No,
it wasn't the one he went to jail for. This isn't the one he went to jail for. That's the one I think he went to jail for. I've seen. Yeah. It's just been multiple things.
I don't understand how that's portrayed as.
If a bitch is grabbing your dick, okay.
And you tell her to stop, like, bitch. Like, if you grab a girl vagina, the first time, she's going to kick you in the fucking face if she's performing on stage.
He just, I don't know. That nigga's just a weirdo.
That's Donald Trump.
Yeah, sure, Donald Trump. He just, I don't know. I think it all kind of, I think you're right. I think it does depend on your region because I think we're in a day and age where, like, clout is a drug and clickbait. So I think a lot of niggas do shit before their albums drop to get attention. So it's like, nigga, the kind of person, by the time, like, once I hear you got an album, it's like, I'm discrediting everything, your whole album, because I feel like you being a hoe. Like, you doing all this attention shit just from, and like, clickbait. So I'm not going to tune into your album. But I think for niggas like YG or, I don't know, what are that, big-ass LA, like, Mustard and shit like that, like, I don't understand how people can say they see them in the new. I barely see YG in the tabloids. Up until lately with him and Kehlani, and before 6ix9ine shit, he was never in the tabloids on the blog.
Yeah, I just said I happened to go to Chicago when that 6ix9ine shit was happening.
And I could see that though, because for a minute YG wasn't put on no music, and then that nigga don't. I mean, he just from. It's a whole other thing. I could see why people. I feel the same way about the game. I feel the same way. I don't really feel that way about Q because I don't really even see Q in the blog. I just see that nigga's Insta snap. He'd be funny. But I think when you're always in the blogs or we're always talking about you on Twitter and for something bad, it's gonna be like, why would I ever tune into your music?
Yeah, and you gotta understand, like,
niggas be letting their personalities.
These niggas grow up in the media, and these are kids who are high school dropouts, on drugs, going through the whole process of being famous on TV, on the internet.
Right, as it's happening.
As this is happening. So at what point do you get to gain morals if you're around the same ignorant niggas but you just got money?
Like, okay, for example, Summer Walker. That bitch just said all this sick shit about LA. I still fuck with her music. I hate to say it.
Yeah, she listens every day, you guys.
Shut the fuck up.
I feel some type of way about that.
What? That's to listen to her music? Okay, so back to perspective. If you, when for a long time we was downtown a lot and this nigga was like, nigga, LA is dirty. Parts of LA are dirty. This shit like the zombies. This shit is like the zombies. There are parts of LA like that. But my big issue with motherfuckers who come here who are not from here never really be in LA. You be in Hollywood and you be in downtown. Right. That's technically LA, but if you're gonna come, you need to come a little bit more south and come to the city. Go on Crenshaw, eat at Earl's, go to Orleans and York, fuck with Serving Spoon, go to Pan, like really come to LA and get out of this Hollywood bullshit. You would never have this bubble of LA is this, LA is that, but you're not really in LA.
It was just more so her relating it to us being bougie, like.
She said
Why-
it's too
yeah.
dirty to be bougie, but I'm like, still, nigga, it ain't.
But
dirty
I
on
went to
that
Atlanta. Atlanta is you go a block. We was staying downtown at the fucking.
It can't get no
Where's she
worse than
from,
that
New
age
York?
rate. It just
Huh?
can't get
She
any.
from New York?
No.
This nigga say it can't get no worse than
The
the age rate.
age
Stop,
rate.
dog. Where's she from?
Yeah, you can't get no dirtier than that.
But where do we stay in Atlanta? Where does?
Hey, you really cannot get no
You
dirtier
can't.
than
That's
that.
it. That's
Huh?
the limit.
12.
You all right about that, Fresh? You all right about that? You can't get no dirtier than the
Can't get no
highest
dirtier.
age
Like
rate.
Atlanta, dirty as a motherfucker. Like I feel like once you get out of
Could you imagine
Atlanta?
being dirty and
that bitch can't talk shit. Atlanta is filthy, bro. We staying
Can you
downtown.
imagine like
I go 2 blocks
smelling
up
like
and it's a
downtown
trap. Like what the
and,
fuck?
like knowing that I don't even want to go nowhere.
And I feel like you can't come to LA and say shit is bougie when you be in Hollywood. Hollywood is not LA. It's nowhere near LA in terms of the character of people you meet.
Shut up,
Be
bitch. You
around
want to
bougie
serve grilled
motherfuckers.
possum?
Like I was listening to Joe Budden's
She be around
podcast and
bougie
Sir
people.
Sir was on there and he was telling them like y'all when y'all come to LA like really go to Serving Spoon, go to Pans, go to the coffee company. Like yeah nigga that's LA. Like really the coffee company is more like West, but that's like come a little further south. Like y'all be all up in the hills and the Fairfax district and that Fairfax and Melrose. Yeah, that is a big part of LA, but 90% of the people over there are tourists, just like you.
I just seen Lil Nas walking by Fairfax.
Was he by himself? Yeah, see. And 90% of the people over there, like we went to school over there. We was over there all the time. 90% of the motherfuckers over there are not from LA. So Summer Walker, you cannot come and be in downtown and be in Hollywood and talk about LA is this, LA is that. Like, you don't know what the fuck LA
And you
is.
chose to live downtown.
Yeah, downtown is filthy. It is, but you can't say LA as a whole is this or that. But I know I'm wrong for to listen to her music. Niggas is trying to boycott her concert.
Out here?
Yeah.
That's the shit. Ghetto bitches.
And I feel it though because someone broke it down in the sense where like you can't go somewhere and talk shit about a city and then just only use it for its resources and not put nothing back into it to try and fix whatever you complained about.
This
And
is
I
when we
completely
need the pretty yellow. She would have
real
ran up on her,
Summer
nigga.
Walker.
Probably would have shot up her whole shit,
Hold on,
nigga.
who? Pretty
Pretty
hoe?
They look like cousin shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
they look alike.
All
Yeah.
them damn tattoos on her fucking face and shit.
Oh, and the spit bath with the towel. That was nasty. That was dirty.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
She was putting her spit on the towel, wiping.
Oh
wiping her
no,
face
that's not
off.
what she was doing. Well, kind of. So she had court and she has hella tattoos everywhere. So she put a lot of makeup on herself.
That's
to
what
mask
she was
the
doing.
tattoo. So she was like taking it off and she was rubbing it, but she was wetting the towel with her mouth. And yeah, that was nasty.
That's nasty.
That's some hella ghetto shit.
And the funny thing is, people was on her ass like, bitch, how like she was just like she had a cleaning business 2 years ago. Like how you have a cleaning business and just 2 years ago and you ain't really blew up like that yet. You feel me? Like, and you talking shit like
She had a
that.
cleaning business?
Yeah, the bitch was a maid. She was at a
Did
maid
she
service.
own it?
Oh, she
Yes, it
owned-
was her own shit.
Oh, I'll give you
Yeah,
a
give her
salute for
props
that.
for that shit.
I'll give you a salute for that,
But that was just 2 years ago. Like, how dare you? Like, you just be humble, bro. And
Yeah.
you not even really big. Like, you gotta really be
Maid
tapped into
service
music.
really was.
It's been great.
Hmm.
It's been fun. It's
I don't know
been
what
classic
the-
conversation.
Hey, I'm giving the Kevin Gates album fire. I fuck with Big Gates, my nigga.
Garbage.
Rolling with my nigga Gates.
Fail to me. So that's a fail, right? That garbage is a fail.
All right, so like you was saying, it's been fun. It's been great.
So classic conversations, fire, fail.
Bye, guys.